picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second and long here. Straight ahead, it's Martin. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it. Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
Run in the red zone, it's Martin. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On play action. Buying time to his right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moves the pocket. It's Bachmeier. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeps it moving, it's Goss. Just smothered on the play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Fires to the wide out. Out wide right, it's Dozier. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Takes a handoff. It's Scott. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. 2nd down, going to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Left side is Scott. Running through contact.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Here's the give off the left side. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
They'll try to move the chains on fourth down. NC State comes to the line. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A run inside. It's Scott. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. NC State quick to the line. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, BYU! The defense takes matters into its own hands. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. They're all over it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. Takes a hit as he fires. Right side, it's Lions. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
That is such a nice example of a quarterback and his tight end being on the same page. A little bit of a scramble drill right there where the quarterback had to get flushed out of the pocket, but his tight end was able to lock up with him and was able to mirror him, find an open area downfield. Quarterback makes a nice throw, you make the nice catch, and just like that, offense in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Bachmeier. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Snow. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Cougars will use their first time out here. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Still looking to his right. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Turning it on. He's at the 40. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. They'll run the screen. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Bailey. Right side, it's Snow. At the 45, on his way. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. First play of this drive. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it down the field. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 4 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Fighting Irish, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Back's got it on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Needs it here on fourth down. Oh, pressure's coming. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
On the run, it's Martin. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Setting up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Snapped on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Cougar! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Hits inside, it's Scott. Hard running there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. NC State going up tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. First down and more. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Driving forward, it's Scott. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand it to the back. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
After that last one, they're staring at a second and long first down marker just short of the goal line. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on fourth. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Timeout taken by BYU at second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Look out. And they got him.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you could tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. They got next to nothing out of that as the punt goes out of bounds, and I think they're going to mark it right around the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Still looking. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the 4th quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And you still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking down the middle. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Finding some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Might as well give it to him again. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
The give. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gauze. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rush right in his face. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
To the air, it's Bailey. And he's thrown another interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, going to throw it. Into the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Cougars, and the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Great place to start for this offense. Changing the routes with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he's going to bring this one out. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. They get the